Hello there. My name is Omo. I'm your dedicated financial coach, and I take tactful approach to help you achieve financial success and achieve that peace of mind that we all greatly desire. I offer personalized strategies that are tailored to your own unique situation, whether it's mastering budgeting, optimizing your investments for the best of returns in the market, overcoming financial crisis that you may be in, or just simply planning for the future, or learning to earn more. There are opportunities that we can learn and share together. And on this channel, I'm here to empower you with the knowledge and the confidence that you need to make informed decision. Today, I will be showing you a process that can help you save and invest up to 20 or 30% of your income. And please feel free to tweak it as it suits you personally, as it is just a guideline. Today, we're going to be talking about budgeting, and I have a resource here that I highly recommend. Come to canada.ca.money. Once you get in there, go to managing your money, or you could just go straight away to make a budget. This is direct from the Government of Canada website, and you might want to explore this or just scroll all the way down, and there is a spreadsheet calculator for your budget that I would encourage you to go to. It's an interactive budget calculator, for Canadians. And it also has some guidelines. It's going to tell you, okay, you're overspending here, maybe you should do this here. It's very interactive. It's a beautiful resource. Please download it. Once you have downloaded it, this is what you have. And you can input your name in here to personalize it. If you have a partner, you know, be sure to fill all this out because it impacts how it plays out. And how many people on the budget, then go ahead, fill in everything right here. This is just a sample, and it's going to total how much you spend on each category right here. And you can also feel free to drop down the menu to fill it in if it's weekly, bi-weekly, semi-annual, whatever it is you want to fill in there. And at the end of it, you would see how much you actually spend on each category. And you have a pictorial display here of what your spend looks like. If you have anything unallocated, you can see it right here, so you can know. You need to trace where that sum of money is going to, and you can see right here, no savings, personal expenses, transportation, and all that. You can actually track it down. And before I came across the budget calculator, this is an Excel sheet, a resource I share with those that would like to categorize their spending. So please feel free to use this one if the one on the Canadian website seems complicated for you. So right here we have the fixed expenses, and the major categories that take away bulk of the income here is the housing, the transportation, and groceries right here. And by the time you total all of this, it should be between 50 to 60% of your total take home on the average, right? I know it varies from people to people, but targeting between 50 to 60% would be awesome. And on this other side, we have the debt repayments and the long-term investment. Now, if you are owing a lot of debt, I expect that about 10% of your take home should be servicing your debt so you can quickly, overcome that. And in this category, you have about 15 to 20% going in here, or on the average 15%. So let's say 5% comes towards retirement savings. For example, you have RRSP that you would like to maximize. Maybe you have one that your company is also matching up. I would highly recommend you match that as well. You contribute towards that rather. Or 15% should be coming in here from your take home. Now, if you have a lot of debt, I strongly recommend that probably about 10% goes towards servicing your debt and 5% goes towards retirement savings, especially if you have RRSP that is being matched by your company. Try to, maximize that savings as much as you can. And the rest of the 5% comes towards life insurance, which is absolutely critical. Absolutely critical. Now, when it comes to life insurance, it's better to have something than to have nothing at all. So imagine with all of the income right now, there's so much expense. And then one person is gone without that income. Would one income be able to take care of all of this? If the answer is no, then life insurance is absolutely critical for you. Now, there are different, plans when it comes to life insurance. It's better to have something than to have nothing at all. And guess what? There's always something out there that can fit your budget, right? There's always something that can fit your budget. Just understand what you're, buying and how it plays out if anything happens. Feel free to reach out to me. I can show you different means, different methods, different ways of achieving what you need to get right now. And then as you go ahead, as your financial situation changes, you can always come back to readdress that and get something better for your family. And then right here for savings, about 10% of your take home should go towards your savings. And we usually advise having between 3 months to 6 months of expenses saved up. So in case anything happens, one income stops coming in, or you lose your job, whatever it is, you can take care of your immediate needs. So right here, 10% goes towards that for savings in the bank and for emergency funds. That's what this 10% is for. And if you have saved up enough, you don't think you need some money right away, you don't need to put money aside to buy a house, or you don't need any of this, you can just divert your money towards your long-term investment right here and debt repayment. So when it comes to debt repayment, you might want to take one of these two methods. The first one being the snowball. So that focuses on the size of the debt. So you want to tackle the one with the smallest size first. Say you have a $5,000 and you have a $10,000. So you want to pay off, the $5,000 as fast as you can and just make a minimum payment on the $10,000 one. And then as soon as you're done with that, all of that money that you were paying into the 5,000, you move it over to the 10,000, so you can also tackle that as soon as possible. Or you might want to tackle the one with the highest interest rate first. So say one has about 20% interest rate, the other has just about 10%. You might want to tackle the first one with the 20% interest rate, so you pay it out first as fast as you can, and then you focus on the other one. And the last part of this I would like to talk about is the guilt-free spending. I love this portion of it, right? And here, about 15% of your take-home should, be channeled towards guilt-free. So anything that has to do with personal care, gifts and donations, saving for your vacation every month, comes towards the guilt-free spending, right? And that's about 15%. So if you do this and you see that probably about 30% is going towards guilt-free, and and a lesser amount is really going towards your debt repayments, then you might want to reassess the whole way your money is being spent, right? And the categories where they go to as they come in, order your priorities, put them in the right place. When it's time to really put more money in guilt-free spending, you can always do that, but it is absolutely important for you to make sure that debt repayment, long-term investment is well taken care of, your savings is well taken care of, your monthly fixed expenses are well taken care of, because after all, these are fixed. You won't sleep on the street. So these are monies that you have to just spend every single month, your monthly fixed expenses. Now, who says you can have more than you want in guilt-free spending? Absolutely, you can. You can actually tweak this to suit you whichever way you want. And all these are just guidelines on how to spend your money. Now, who says more than 15% shouldn't go to your guilt-free spending? Absolutely feel free. But the thing is, you can't go guilt-free. You can't go spraying, you can't go splurging without taking care of some basic things. Your monthly fixed expenses are fixed. Your long-term investments have to be thought of because your tomorrow is determined by your today. You need to pay off your debts because you want that peace of mind. You want that financial freedom. You want to live the kind of life you dream for yourself. You also need to have that savings so you don't start running elter skelter in case something happens and then start racking up debt again. You don't want to go back into a financial situation that you dread if you have once been in that situation, right? So guilt-free spending can always be tweaked, but that is subject to all other portion of your budget already taken care of. And guess what? I know someone who on just 10% of her income, she travels the world. She goes on vacation like 3 times a year. She spends six figures just, having good time. And all of that is still less than 10% of her income. What that says is you can always tweak these things. You can spend as much as you want on yourself. But there's a bit to how much you can be frugal. There's a bit to how much you can cut down your expenses. There's so much you can do in cutting down expenses. But you know what? There's no limit to the amounts that you can ever make. There's no limit to the income that you can ever bring in. It's all about looking inwards. It's all about, reprioritizing in this new year. It's all about looking at opportunities, opening up your mind, really assessing situations, knowing, okay, first of all, I need to do something. And then when you know you need to do something, what is that thing I need to do? Moving in that direction. It could be career based, it could be something on the side, whatever it is, first you need to come to that realization, open up your mind to the opportunities available, and then you can move on from there. And we are always here. I mean, my link is right down below. You can book a free consultation with us for about 20 minutes. Let's assess your financial situation together. Let's look at it. There are ways, I mean, you can do better in some areas. There are some things you might need to work on, right? And then let's also think better about the opportunities that are available. What do you do? What experiences do you have? What have you done in the past? Are you open to seeing other opportunities? I have a few that I can share with you if you're interested. Please feel free to book a consultation with us. We are all about your financial well-being, and enjoying yourself as you go on that journey. So a quick recap on what we have discussed. Don't forget to go on Year Compass, to help you see the patterns of past years, how you want to move on this year, what you want to embrace, what you want to drop, right? And then your budgeting, how you want to categorize them, setting your priorities right, and making more money. All right, my name is Omo. I remain your dedicated financial coach. If you love the values so far, please subscribe down below. And also, I would like to know your own tricks and your tips on how you save in Canada, how you get to make sure something is being invested for tomorrow, what you do generally. Please drop them right down in the comment below, and I will look forward to reading them. If you also have questions, please feel free to ask in the comment section, or you could book a consultation if there are things that are so personal. I would be more than happy to meet you. Till we see you again in the next video. Bye for now.